Hi, I'm Dr. Broussard with the Wagon Train Veterinary Clinic, and in today's segment, we're going to be discussing how you, as an owner, can keep your dog as healthy as possible at home. We get asked questions like that quite often, so my assistant Lacey and I have put together some commonly asked questions. We're going to run through those together and hopefully give you a better understanding of how you can better care for or maintain your dog's health at home. Okay?
Dr. Broussard, what do I need to bring to a wellness exam?
Well, for a wellness exam, it's just anything. Okay, let me answer it this way. If it's the first time that this particular veterinarian is seeing your dog, then you're going to want to bring as much as you can. So what does that mean? You're going to want to bring previous records from perhaps the former veterinarian. A stool sample is always nice, whether it's a new vet or your current vet that you've been seeing for years. A stool sample would be nice because oftentimes that's something they wanted to look at. You might consider, and you can question the office first, but maybe even a urine sample. If you catch some fresh urine, that is something that often can be beneficial in a wellness exam. Let's see, I said previous records, not only that, but more specifically previous vaccination history. That's going to be in the records, but if you know that, maybe a previous rabies tag or something if you're unsure or you don't have the rest of the records with you. And then the other thing I would say is a list of medications. Again, if you're seeing this veterinarian currently and have been for a while, they should have a list of those medications because they're probably the one prescribing it to you. But if, say, you moved or you're switching veterinarians, then I would absolutely bring a list of all current medications that your dog is taking.
Are there health issues I can watch out for at home?
When I hear that question, I think I would want to answer it more this way. I don't know if there's health issues you can watch at home, but there are certainly health signs that you can watch for at home that would point you to a bigger issue. What am I talking about? Specifically, the one that comes to my mind when I hear this question is a dog that's reluctant to jump on and off of things now. You know, I have a couple of small dogs at home and they're like little jumping beans. They want on and off of everything. Well, what happens if one day they want to jump on you, but they don't? Or they want to jump on the couch, but they don't. They sit there and they pause and like, as subtle as that seems, you might think, oh, they're just tired today. No, it could be that they have a hurt back as well. Or maybe they have a cruciate problem, a kneecap or something like that. Little subtle changes in their activity level can actually lead us to much bigger pictures. Other thing too, watch how much they drink, watch how much they urinate, check their bowel movements from time to time. I'm not saying you got to stare at them every single day and time that they go, guys. I'm not naive. But water intake and urinations, that's huge. I mean, that I have diagnosed many dogs with diabetes or kidney problems, even thyroid issues, just because of water intake and urination habits. So all of those things definitely factor in. And it's all little subtle things that you can look for and keep watch for at home. Yep.
What can I do to provide my dog with the best nutrition possible?
So best nutrition possible. What is the best nutrition possible? If you know, please email me at the Wagon Train and we can figure this out together. Nobody knows what that is, right? What I will tell you is if you're feeding a good quality diet, that's what you want to do. What's a good quality diet? Everybody has different opinions. I'm not going to stand on a soapbox and tell you it's got to be this or this. That's it. No. But if you stick with one of the big 4 or 5 major manufacturers of food, my personal ones, Science Diet's one of my favorites. IAMS or Eukanuba, Purina One, Royal Canin. There's others, guys, but those are the big ones that I look at. I know the research that's behind those foods. I know the companies. Most of those that I just referenced there have medical or veterinary lines to them as well. So a good quality food is what you're after. The second side of that question, or second point to that answer I would make, is if your animal does have an ongoing medical condition, that's when you have certain diets that should be altered that way. So again, kidney function. Let's say you have an animal with kidney problems. You're going to want to feed a low protein, low phosphorus, magnesium type diet so that you don't make the kidneys have to work harder than they really need to. But aside from that, aside from any medical issues, just a good healthy dog wellness type diet, just feed a good quality diet. I'm not going to beat you up on the brand. Just a good quality is all we're looking for.
How can I maintain a healthy weight for my dog?
First thing, go off of the feeding recommendations of the dog food that you're using. Almost any bag that you buy, look at it, pick it up, turn it around. They're going to have a thing that says, oh, a 20-pound dog should get 2 cups a day. A 40-pound dog gets X amount of cups. If you follow that, you're going to be pretty close. A couple of exceptions I'll make. Number one, you want to feed off of their target weight, not what they currently weigh. And I'm only saying that because a lot of dogs that we see are overweight, if I can put it politely. So if you have a dog that's, say you have a Labrador and he weighs 100 pounds, but he's supposed to weigh 75 pounds, you want to feed him based off of what a 75-pound dog should eat and not continue to maintain him at 100 pounds. That's not healthy. Okay, so that's number one. The other thing that I would do, it depends on the activity level of the dog. If you have a working dog, I have friends of mine that hunt with their dogs multiple days a week, some of them almost every day of the week. They're running multiple miles a day in the field. Well, that's an athletic dog. They're going to require more energy. They're probably going to require more food. The third, and I didn't think about this point initially, but I'm going to mention this also now, for those of you that perhaps have outside dogs. My dogs spend a lot of time outdoors. When it's colder, they require a higher calorie content in their food. Their metabolism is going to speed up. It takes energy to keep your body warm. It's a proven fact. In the summertime, dogs eating the same amount will tend to put on weight, whereas in the wintertime, they will drop weight. So, so it all depends on all those factors. Activity level, the diet, medical conditions, all of that stuff factors in.
How important is regular exercise to my dog's wellness?
Vitally important. I would say as much, if not more so, than even our exercise that I haven't been doing very much of lately. But, I mean, it's a proven fact, guys. So the more active you are, it's healthier for you in almost every capacity you can imagine. From maintaining weight, from maintaining health of the joints, muscle firmness and toneness. And I think one other thing in a dog, and it's true in people too, but we tend to disregard it. Dogs are made to be pack animals. Dogs by their very nature are pack animals who in the wild would be roaming and searching and all day long. They're either eating, sleeping, or doing that. And we, as you know, we try to domesticate them and ask them to stay in a house, in a kennel, in a cage or whatever, and think they're going to be just fine. Well, most of them are. They adapt quite well. But they thrive in an environment where they can use that energy and use their senses and go out searching and exploring. So mentally, it's a big deal for them. So even if it's taken for a walk morning and evening, or if you have a big yard, like that's my thing. I don't really have time for walks, but I have a really giant yard that I can let them go and run and play fetch. And we play little scent games with my little dachshunds and all this stuff. But all those things, it uses their mind, it uses their body, and it does absolutely create a healthier dog in general. So I strongly, strongly encourage that. Okay? Well, that does it for today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any more questions about any of this stuff, I know it was kind of a lot, you can reach out to us, you can call us, you can check us on Facebook, any of that stuff, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you have. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.